Expect more right now. You're watching Wave 3 News.
I don't see anybody know who I love all y'all, man. I did something I ain't mean to. I'm regret it.
A suspect says his goodbyes and expresses remorse in a Snapchat video moments before he's caught, hours after he shot and killed Kentucky State Trooper Cameron Ponder. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Connie Leonard.
And I'm Janelle McDonald. Police say after Joseph Johnson Shanks led Trooper Ponder on a 9-mile chase, then opened fire late Sunday night, Troopers Ponder's last moments may have been circulating online through recorded scanner traffic. Out of respect for his family, we're not going to air the part where Ponder was shot, but as Wave 3 News reporter Myra Ansari explains, seconds after he was shot, a witness rushed over to help.
Or what's your speed?
103 right now, 107. There's multiple juveniles in the car.
The conversation Trooper Cameron Ponder had with dispatch late Sunday evening before he was shot was relatively calm while he was pursuing 25-year-old Joseph Johnson Shanks. Trooper Ponder pulled Johnson Shanks over for a suspended license. He was trying to help him and the passengers in his car by getting them a hotel room for the night. But for some reason, Johnson Shanks took off, leading Ponder on a 9-mile chase. More than 4 minutes into the call to dispatch, Ponder made a request to stop the suspect.
Permission to hit.
Yeah.
A pit maneuver forces a fleeing car to turn sideways, causing the driver to lose control and stop. Police say Johnson Shanks leaned out of the driver's window and fired at Ponder, striking him with shots through the windshield.
Shots fired at 85. He's been hit. He's passing out.
And then a witness jumps in and tries to help.
I don't really know what to say here. I just pulled over. I heard gunshots. This officer, I don't think he can breathe well. We're at I-24, close to exit 45, Kentucky 293.
Keep talking to us. Keep talking.
While that witness stayed by Trooper Ponder's side and first responders rushed to the scene, officers continued to search for Johnson Shanks, who managed to get away, but only for a few hours. He was cornered in the woods less than a mile from the shooting scene. Shanks drew a weapon at a state trooper and ignored commands to drop it and was shot.
Myra Ansari, Wave 3 News.
The suspect, Johnson Shanks, was from Florissant, Missouri, near Ferguson. New tonight. We're hearing from police in his hometown. They say they've dealt with him before, but only for minor traffic offenses.
Even looking kind of at his history, I mean, there's been a few things in there that would indicate some type of violence, but nothing that would lead you to believe that he would gun on a Kentucky State Trooper in the middle of the night.
We also discovered a Facebook page investigators say belonged to Johnson Shanks. In it, he has photos of Michael Brown, the unarmed teen killed by a Ferguson, Missouri police officer, and himself at those protests that turned violent last summer. Another photo captures a glimpse inside Brown's memorial service. According to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Johnson Shanks' cousin said he had his opinions on police, but he was not the type to do anything to an officer.
Trooper Ponder will be laid to rest with full military honors later this week. A visitation will be Thursday from 1 to 8 at Stithen Baptist Church in Radcliffe. Trooper Ponder's funeral will start at 11 o'clock on Friday morning at Severance Baptist Church in Elizabethtown. Burial will follow at the Kentucky Veterans Cemetery at Fort Knox.
Right now, police are investigating Louisville's latest homicide. One person was shot around 2:30 this morning in the 3300 block of Penway Avenue off Algonquin Parkway in the Lake Dreamland neighborhood. Officers arrived on the scene to find a man dead outside a home. The victim's name hasn't been released. Now, if you have any information on this case, you're asked to call the anonymous tip line, that number 574-LMPD. And we've seen the images, migrants flooding into Europe, hoping for a better life and showing no signs of slowing. An international crisis the world is just now fully realizing. Desperate people are fleeing war and poverty as the U.S. prepares to welcome more to America.
Today, I visited with a family who has just arrived from Syria by way of Turkey about what is driving them to seek a safer life.
Home. 4 walls, a roof, maybe a porch, a refuge for your family.
Thank God we're safe.
Until home becomes a place where you're no longer secure.
At the moment that we felt like our children are unsafe.
Shadi and Hanadi and Takli knew that was the point where they needed to leave their home in war-torn Syria.
no schooling, no services to provide for them education-wise, and then health. So they had to leave the country.
For 2.5 years, they struggled through life in Turkey.
The prices in Turkey are so high that we were living with 3 other families in a home.
And the migrants that we watch streaming into Europe, some of them could easily be their family and friends.
Their families are entirely in Turkey.
The Antaklis survived the difficult process of paperwork and interviews. They arrived in their new home in America 3.5 weeks ago.
We're adjusting to the community, really trying to learn the language here.
With the help of their sponsors, Highland Presbyterian Church, they're learning their way around their new home.
Hopefully that we can be people that they can trust in these first few months.
And Kentucky Refugee Ministries is making sure they have what they need. Today, it was shots for the kids.
Although before coming, they've had vaccinations. They may not have everything needed to go to school here in Kentucky, and so by going to this clinic a week to 2 weeks after arrival, they're able to get their school documents and get ready to go to school very quickly.
But you know that saying about where the heart is. Though the Antaklis may be safe in their house in Louisville, it's not yet truly home.
We're comfortable here, we do have a future, but in the back of our minds are still our family and friends that are back in, whether it's Turkey or Jordan, that are unable to come here. And so while we're comfortable and can see a future for ourselves, we can't see the same for our family.
Kentucky Refugee Ministries says because of the attention that the migrant crisis is getting, they've had a lot more people interested in how they can help. They're happy to talk to families or groups who want to sponsor new arrivals in the U.S. You can give them a call for more information.
For the University of Louisville Cardinals, he was known for his dunks, but around the U of L campus today, Montrezl Harrell is being heralded for some heroic efforts to help a trapped motorist. Louisville Metro Police say it happened Saturday night. Harrell and his girlfriend were inside Cardinal One food shop when they heard a crash at the intersection of 3rd and Cardinal Boulevard. Now, one of 2 cars flipped and started smoking. Witnesses say Harrell ran to the car and then others followed. Harrell and another Good Samaritan kicked out one of the car's windows. Then Harrell, who's a regular customer at Home Run Burgers, ran into the restaurant, grabbed a fire extinguisher, and the cooks followed him out to help. It surprised you at all that he wanted to jump in?
Absolutely not at all. He has always been a perfect gentleman and absolutely a pleasure to know and a pleasure to wait on as long as I've worked here.
And
I'm real proud of him and my cooks.
Police say the person inside the overturned car was taken to the hospital to be checked out. We'll have much more on this story tonight on Wave 3 News at 11 o'clock.
A beautiful night to get outside. Some runners starting out a 5K tonight in Jeffersontown. All a part of the city's week-long Gaslight Festival. There's some folks walking along the route there. The race began at 7, starting and ending at Jeffersontown City Hall. And as you can see, a big group, hundreds of people participate each year.
Yeah, what a great night tonight to be out there.
And it looks like that nice weather will continue over the next couple of days. The warming trend continues as well. What about the cold front that brings us the rain chance? Will it wash out the weekend? I'll let you know that answer when we come back.
Thanks, Kevin. And drawing attention away from one thing and putting it on another. The cause that has one Indiana woman stripping down in protest.
It's like a prayer that's been answered for thousands when you can snag tickets to see Madonna in Louisville for the very first time.
New drama could be coming to NBC.